Hello everyone. Today I will be talking about conflict in Hills Like White Elephants, written by Ernest Hemingway. We were all required to read this one, but I'm going to give you a quick summary of what happened just to refresh your memory. It takes place at a train station in northern Spain, where there are two main characters waiting there. One is an American man, and the other is a girl. Now, we don't know their names except for the girl is called Jig by the American man 2 times during the story. And the plot is seemingly to figure out a decision to make on a, quote, operation, unquote, which is presumably an abortion. So to begin, I'd like to talk about the relationship between the two, the American man and the girl. It seems to me that they are definitely in a relationship of some kind, whether or not it's girlfriend and boyfriend or even husband and wife. I'm not sure, the story doesn't tell us, but either way they are in a relationship that is close. There is a lot of tension between the two, however, and we can sense that pretty much right away diving into this story. And so we know that they're talking about an abortion, and so obviously there is probably going to be quite a bit of tension. It seems like the girl might want the kid. We're not sure, but it seems that the man, the American man, is really pushing for her to get the abortion. So from the American's perspective, it seems like he is a tourist and he really can't be burdened with a child because his love is to tour and be able to travel around the world, and he wouldn't be able to do that if there was a child that they had to take care of. He mentions in this story that the child is the only thing that bothers us. It's the only thing that's made us unhappy. And so that's kind of him pushing for her to get the abortion. He also talks about the abortion in very simple terms. He keeps on repeating the phrase perfectly simple when referring to the operation. He does that a matter of 4 times throughout the story, and it seems that whenever he says that, he just got done saying, it's your decision, but it's perfectly simple. And so he's giving her the choice, it seems like, but he's really hinting at, please get the abortion. And to me, that makes it clear that he will leave her if she doesn't go through with the abortion, because that is not the way that he wants to live his life. And so he never directly says it, but when you read the story over again and you really look into it, you realize that he tells her that it is her decision, but it's going to be a perfectly simple operation, so you may as well do that. And so he's really hinting at the abortion as a good thing, and maybe he might not be able to stick around if she doesn't get it. So from the girl's perspective, she could be tired of traveling with him, and maybe she wants to settle down. Maybe this child is a way for her to get him to settle down and maybe start a family. We're not sure. But earlier in the story, she says, that's all we do, isn't it? Look at things and try new drinks. And so that's referring to touring around, looking at new, monuments, statues, wonders of the world, and then trying these new drinks in these new places where they go traveling. And so it may be sort of a plea that she wants to settle down and stop traveling so much. However, it is also apparent to me that she loves the man enough to give the abortion a thought, maybe just to please him. And at one point she says, then I'll do it, because I don't care about me. And at that point the man says, well, I don't want you to do it if that's how you feel. Because he wants to be seen as not pushy, even though he really is pushing for the abortion. So she just has this moral dilemma on the inside of whether to keep the baby or keep the man. And so she just needs time to think about it. And at one point then at the end she just says, would you please, 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 please stop talking? And so the man goes away for her so that she's able to think. So the decision, a final decision is not given to us in the story. Ultimately, it's up to us, the readers, to make our choice about what happens in the end. There's a line that struck me at the end, and I'll just give you a quick thought that I thought of. There's a line at the very end, she says, there's nothing wrong with me, I feel fine. And so, to me, I can see that as saying pregnancy is normal for me, and there is nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with me. And so it kind of feels like a plea to him to stop being so inconsiderate for her. And that's just a quick thought on that. I am in no means saying that that is the right decision at the end or what actually happens. But that was something that I saw and I thought, that could make sense. So thank you for listening. Hopefully you gained a little more insight on this story and enjoyed the presentation.